Hello YouTube, this is Judgment Game 44 here to review the last final two episodes of Star Forces Evil. Quick update, if you're wondering where the other Star Forces Evil episodes were for these reviews, I did not upload them up to YouTube because I basically got lazy. And second of all, I did make them, but sadly the video said it was too long because I put them all together, which made about 15 minutes and 30 seconds. So instead of uploading it or making a remake, I decided just to upload it to my Facebook. So if you know how to find it, because I can't give a link or anything, I don't know how to do those yet, I have to say, well, that's where the video is. I might come back to it and actually remake those reviews, but I'm just not doing it. But besides all that, let's begin. We are here to review the episodes Divide and Conquer. In the episode Divide, it's about where pretty much Moon is gone, and everyone is calling Princess Star Queen Star, and she's always keeps saying, I'm just a temporary queen until my mother gets back. So she wants everyone to call her the temporary queen until her mother gets back. And this keeps going on, but basically they have to decide a plan about Meteora, and Star and Eclipse are having a conversation. Eclipse explains the whole thing about the portal and everything, rainbow color, and then Star says, chain her up, meaning she doesn't want her getting anywhere near Meteora, which is an obvious reason because we know how come Eclipse does care about her daughter still. But she doesn't want to see Star or Moon get hurt either. She doesn't want any of them getting hurt, but she has to get chained up, just for safety reasons. Anyway, she goes to the meeting room, which it feels similar in a way to the way how Star with Moon was when her mother already passed away and everything, and she became queen. It feels similar to that. Though the magic Haiken mission was in this, and Star just said to them, get out. Seriously, she just kicked them out. But besides all that, I can kind of understand. This is technically their fault, but I do think Star just said, this is your mess, you fix it. Well, I guess could just crystallize Meteora if you think about it, unless she was too strong. But I really don't believe that. I just believe they did not want to put Romulus into the story because then it would have been too easy for her. Unless Meteora was able to suck the life out of Romulus again. But besides all of that, Star is trying to come up with a plan and she can't. And she realized, I need to go find my mother, which she knows where she is. And Marco makes the idea where he and his team would actually keep Meteora distracted until they get there. Until Moon gets back. So basically, Star goes to the realm of magic. She's looking for her mother. She has tons of cell phones in her pocket, in her shoes. Keeps doing a time thing where the phone activates saying, you are Star Butterfly, you are here to look for your mother, Moon Butterfly. And basically the phone keeps going off and off again when she does find Moon. And Moon actually was able to heal herself using the magic Brumley or something, whatever you call it. But besides all that, they pretty much keep going back and forth with Marco with Star, back and forth where they each at. But for Star, it's pretty much the exact same pattern. They keep going back and forth, and they keep going through all these realms and everything, which turns out, I guess the realm of magic is connected to every other realm. There was this one interesting one where they couldn't get through. If that's Earth, honestly, then perhaps if someone was able to open it, maybe magic would be able to flow through that one. But yeah, besides all that, the unicorn eventually finds the first horn, if that's what they call them. And basically what goes on is that she says, she wasn't supposed to be here, and neither are you. She sends them both back. Of course, Moon's nowhere to be found, which this causes Star to accept that she's queen and everything. River goes to attack Meteora. Now for Marco has his friend. Marco has pretty much Hekapu, her girlfriend, Tom, and basically Hekapu's new boyfriend. Which honestly is in kind of present team, including Unicorn, Ponyhead, whatever you call her. Pretty much it's all these people who were from the show, and pretty much they've been going back and forth trying to attack her, but the plans failed. Mira starts sucking the souls, which was kind of surprising that Tom honestly has thousands of souls, which technically I thought Tom did not even have a soul since he was a demon, or at least half. Now, besides all that, he sucks the souls out everyone when they're just trying to keep Meteora distracted from getting to Muni before it's too late. Eventually, Marco dresses up like Princess Drina, but sadly, his soul gets taken. Yeah, that's kind of a sad part. But basically what happened is Star comes back, she finds Marco and Tom. Basically their souls have been drained and everything. Well, Tom's technically still alive, but still. What basically goes on is at the castle, where Meteora, it's honestly getting more and more creepy. Star try to get to that old high-dimension fountain, where they could just bring everyone back to life. But sadly, Star can't know what the password actually is, she kept doing it wrong, and it just doesn't work. So, pretty much what goes on, Tom suggests they go to the underworld, where they can be safe. But, when all the floating, creepy marionettes, that's what I'm calling them, are coming around, she realizes she needs to fix what the damage has already happened. She goes back to the castle, and things are just getting more and more creepier. She goes to the grandma room that we haven't seen since Season 2, and all the pictures, Moon, Selena the Monster Carver, Selena the Shine, have all been tear up. Except for Eclipsa, which is actually understandable if you think about it. Two things. Meteora, that's her mother, and second of all, Eclipsa is technically the rightful heir of the throne, and then that's supposed to go to Meteora next, which we all know why that happened. Now, what happens next is really interesting. They do find her, and Tom gets thrown out of the room because of Meteora. She's freakishly huge, but I wish she was red, not purple. But I do think she does look good in purple. I just think that's already Eclipsa's color. Anyway, we get this amazing scene where Star is using all of her types of classes, all of her spells that we have seen throughout the 3 seasons. And they're all getting reused again for this. But sadly, she's trying to defeat Meteora, and then she's begging, we can fix all of this mess together. And Meteora says, you can't fix what your family has already done. And this was the shockingest part, I guess. Star actually gave up her whole entire butterfly form, all of her power, to Meteora, which causes Meteora to actually be blind for a little bit, and then she's having struggles to move. And then basically she's trying to use her wand against Meteora, but then Eclipsa just grab it, and then it goes into that amazing form, which honestly, I just love the way how Eclipsa was able to use it. The sound, the music, background music, everything was just perfect for it. But besides all of that, she starts using her black magic against Meteora, telling her that she can't do this, so what, you're just gonna destroy her all? Eclipsa, Meteora doesn't really fight back, and she pretty much says to her own mother, you're on their side, and then pretty much the bubble sealed Meteora up, and then cracks, and then it explodes with inside Meteora, and then she dies. And Eclipsa starts crying, saying, I'm sorry. And basically, she's offering the wand back to Star, but because of Star deciding she's not actually related to Eclipsa, she decides to hand over the wand. Keep it, she said. Which honestly, this is the most interesting part. Star can no longer deep down, and Star can no longer really, well, have her wand anymore since she's handing it over back to Eclipsa. Which honestly, I don't think she would really take it back if it was just because what she just used it for. But yeah, pretty much Eclipsa, they hear a baby crying and everyone comes back to life. And basically, Eclipsa turns out to be, well, Meteora turns out to come back to life. A lot of people are saying, though, it's because of what Eclipsa's spell did, but I think it was because of what Star did. Star's magic was technically locked away inside Meteora, and Eclipsa was actually killed her, but because of Star's magic, it protected her and caused her to be reincarnated back into a baby again. And so, Eclipsa goes back to the Monster Temple, and she started destroying everything. Which, honestly, I thought she was just going to, like, take the whole entire building with her. Like, I mean, destroy the building, cause it to collapse on top of her and her baby, so they can be with their husband again, which, that was kind of dark, I was thinking. But turns out they go back to their husband that had been crystallized for 300 years, just like Eclipsa was. And honestly, the story gets a happy ending with Eclipsa saying, "Hello, honey." I mean, no, "Hello, my love. We're home." And the episode ends like that. Eclipse, now as for Star and Marco, pretty much it was interesting how come Star actually said to Tom, "Me and Star kissed." Well, of course, that was during the fight with Meteora back in daytime, but still. As for, like, Meteora and, well, no, Glossaryck, Glove Girl, it turns out there was nothing wrong with Glossaryck at all. He actually said to Star, "No, Eclipsa's monster lover, Glove Girl. She's running off to be with him. I've been telling you for a month. Anyway, see you around." I think Glossaryck is actually going back to Eclipsa now. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And all that Star says, did his voice sound different? Yeah, it's basically that. This episode was actually a lot of fun and interesting, although there are a few things I will admit. Where has Mina been? Or whatever her name is. Who actually was trying to kill Eclipsa when she found out who she was at first. And also, what exactly is going to happen next? I don't think we have seen the end, but I do have a theory that Star is going to get a new weapon or wand or something, if Eclipsa now has it, or unless Eclipsa gives it over. Plus, I think maybe in the future, Meteora will have that wand when she's 14 years old, if she stays a baby, or unless they do a time skip. But yeah, as for Moon Butterfly, I think she was sent back where she was since she's slowly getting her memories, and during a time where they'll fight and everything, Moon was technically running back to the castle, which I think for Season 4 we'll eventually see her again in the beginning, or just a few episodes later in Season 4. But yeah, that's the way I have to say what all the theories, ideas that people have been coming up with. Because I don't really think Moon is technically gone. I think Moon is just lost right now and just trying to find her way back to the castle. Eclipse is reunited, but I don't think it's a completely permanently happy ending by the time Mina finds out they're back at the Monster Temple again. But yeah, that's all I have to say for this video. Until then though, this is Judson Game 44, signing out. Until then, I'll see you all later. Bye! Potato.